Want to update you on the tropics. Fiona right now positioned this morning over the Dominican Republic. Yesterday afternoon, it hit Puerto Rico with the eye clipping the southwest part of Puerto Rico. Tremendous amount of rain. They've dealt with flooding and all kinds of issues, power outages across Puerto Rico. Now it's the eastern part of the Dominican Republic that is being impacted by Fiona. Let's give you the early morning update, and here's how things were looking again early this morning as it's cutting across the eastern part of the Dominican Republic. The movement early this morning was off to the northwest at about 8 miles per hour. That was with the 5 a.m. update. I want to show you the forecast track and what the models are doing with this. Again, overland kind of has a hard time really strengthening. It needs that warm water, that warm, moist air coming off the sea surface to help generate more energy for this. So overland weakens a little bit, but it's not spending much time over the Dominican Republic. It's going to move back out over water, and it is forecast to strengthen again before coming into the Turks and Caicos or very close to it. It will threaten those islands as it moves along to the northwest. Let's take a look at the forecast track. And again, this was the 5 a.m. update. We'll continue to get more updates later this morning and through the afternoon. But you can see the forecast calling for it to make that run towards the Turks and Caicos. Turning to the north, Hurricane Center believes this has a pretty good chance of becoming a major hurricane, Category 3 with winds of 115 miles per hour, and then turning off to the northeast and making a run off in that direction. On this path, the impacts we would see here in Hampton Roads, we're going to see some large waves propagating out from the center of this thing. So large waves are going to come. Look for increased threat of rip currents. We should have a very high threat of rip currents later this week, talking Thursday, Friday into Saturday. So we're going to be watching that, and there may be a little beach erosion as well. But as far as the wind, the flooding rain, all of that, that's going to stay farther offshore, and that's good news for Hampton Roads. So let's take a look at the hurricane models. Here's a spaghetti plot. Look at how tightly grouped they are. These models in very good agreement that it's going to make that turn. Folks in Bermuda are going to need to pay close attention to this, as that right front quadrant could come across Bermuda depending on where exactly this thing tracks. So that is of concern, but you can see all of the models do keep it well to the east of the East Coast. Wanted to show you a couple of our global models. Okay, we'll start off with a look at the futurecast, and this is based on the European model. You can see how it's moving up and along. And then we've got a front coming in, and that kind of helps keep this thing well offshore. That front coming through late Thursday carries it off and away. So there's the Euro. Here's the American model. Same situation here where it comes up, starts to move a little farther to the north. We've got a front coming through, and again, that front carries it off. So high confidence that this forecast track is going to be pretty good. Things can change. If they do, we'll let you know. But right now, with the front coming through, we are confident at this point that this thing is going to turn to the north and to the northeast. We will, of course, keep you updated here at 13 News Now.